Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about the idea that whiskey people have ruined craft beer. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Kathy Cool. And that's it, because everyone else fucking flaked out. So,
yes.
Here we are.
Yeah. So here's where we're at. Here's the update. So Evan Nieders claims he's going to be late. Now, I think if you're going to be late, you should be like, I'm going to be 2 minutes late. I'll be 10 minutes late. I'll be a half an hour late. I don't. He'll just be late. I don't know what he defines late. Yeah,
I'll be a little bit late.
A little bit late. A little bit late. Yeah.
How would you define a little bit late?
Yeah. I don't know.
A little bit late is like 5 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
I think it's like a little bit like you feel strongly enough that you need to say I'm going to be a little bit late.
We waited 6 minutes for him, and then we just said let's start.
Anything less than 10.
Okay.
More than 10, it's more than
late. Okay. So I'll be a bit late.
So that's one excuse. So again, the excuse Rolodex is coming out tonight. So the other one was, it's my mother-in-law, an hour before the show starts, not, 2 weeks ago when I sent the invites out, not this week anytime, an hour before the show starts. It's my mother-in-law's birthday. We're taking her out to dinner. So it's like a surprise birthday party for Wes, who's not here, not for the mother-in-law. So, apparently.
Whoa.
Looks like Evan's
Mr. A little bit late.
Yeah, did not connect audio though, so now he's having technical problems. So now this just adds on to
still in Kathy's little bit late. Time
in the window.
We're 7 minutes past.
If he can get his audio, I don't think it counts if you show up and then you can't.
Yeah,
he's part of the podcast.
I mean, you can't just have a screen that says Evan.
Right, he's connecting the audio. He's trying. So the little balls are bouncing. Bouncing balls. There's bouncing balls. Yeah, I did my water with big balls. I got 2 big balls.
Nice.
Wow, you do have some big balls there, Steve.
Yeah. Check out my big balls.
Yeah, those are big balls. Very close to your mouth, by the way. I'd be concerned that those would knock my teeth out, frankly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's some big balls. No doubt about it. Well, Evan's just going to continue to have technical problems. He should have to arrive 15 minutes early to his audio issues because he has them typically every time. So.
Well, I can't wait to hear how loud he's going to be in my fucking ears.
Yeah. That'll be the next thing. So, so Kathy, you said you had some small talk. Let's go ahead and get that started, whatever that is.
So we were at the shop, and Kristen Walls. I'm telling the story. Okay. Kristen Walls has a drunk wake-up story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it had to be early in her days of drinking because she drank an entire bottle of Adam Stump's lemon whiskey.
Becca's done this before, too, by the way. I've heard the story from Becca, too. But go ahead. Kristen Wall, same things happened with her.
The next morning, she woke up on her living room floor without any clothes on.
That's pretty typical, yeah. That sounds about right.
And in her world, this is her worst drunk, or actually her best drunk wake-up story.
She remembers drinking and thought she passed out with her clothes on, but wakes up just totally naked. And no sign of the clothes.
What a blessing. Because I'll tell you what, I would be livid if I woke up fully dressed.
Why?
Because that's the most uncomfortable. Like what, jeans on? You think I want to pass out in jeans? Absolutely not. I am getting naked.
Naked, yeah.
For sure.
That's what
Kristen did. If I wake up fully dressed, I am going to be the most angry, hungover person in the world. Because I didn't sleep good. All the clothes? Ugh.
Yeah.
So that must be your worst drunk wake-up
My worst nightmare is waking up fully fucking clothed.
Oh,
Yikes.
man. Yeah. No, and Kristen, I think 56 men report to her in her job. She tells this story at work. And then she wonders why they give her trouble about it all the time. So, they're not going to forget that.
I mean, she didn't wake up naked at work.
No, but
right?
still, that's all they can talk about, though. They found out Kristen was naked at least once in her life, and they're just excited about this. These 56
Wait, you're naked sometimes? Did you guys hear Kristen's naked sometimes?
Kristen gets naked sometimes. Pass it on.
Yeah. What a weird, crazy, wild thing. You're fucking naked sometimes.
At her home, and by the way, she was at her house. In her own living room where this happened.
So the story goes.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, like,
very controversial.
This is really the best, like, it's like you're at home,
right,
naked on a floor.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let me preface with, like, where I'm like, no, I want to be naked, like, at home, like, somewhere safe.
Right, yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah.
Want to be passed out somewhere.
You don't want to wake up naked at the last seat at Applebee's bar.
No.
And then suddenly wake up and be like, oh.
No, that would be the worst.
That would be bad.
Actually, I don't want to wake up naked anywhere. Then that's not safe.
Right.
So I mean, wow, she's crazy. Being naked at home.
Oh,
In her own home.
Yeah.
After a bottle of lemon whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that note, it's he just got connected to the audio. He just got connected.
Maybe. Well, which now he is past.
Yeah. There you go.
11 minutes.
I'm here.
A little bit late, and you come in 11 minutes late.
Yeah.
You came in 11 minutes late. That's not a little bit. A little bit is defined as 10 minutes or less.
Less than 10.
Oh, okay. I didn't know the definition.
You should have just said, I'm going to be a little, or you just should have said, I'll be a bit late.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Not use the word.
Now I
little.
know.
Yep.
Yes.
Bit late would be 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we
Get
get
it
this
right next time.
Can we get this put on a spreadsheet?
Yes.
So I know
I think
what
we need
term to use for. Okay.
I bet Evan Van Scoik can build this spreadsheet for us.
You think he's the guy for this job?
Is he a
He's like a
spreadsheet
spreadsheet guy.
I could see that.
Yeah, I think he
Probably.
could make a spreadsheet.
guy? Interesting.
Yeah. I hate people that are like, I'm a project leader, and they pull out like a spreadsheet. So you need a spreadsheet to keep track of what my job is? I don't know. We used to have people who's like, I'm the team leader, I'm the project leader. This is my corporate days. And they would get out, the spreadsheet and start talking. I'm like, fuck you. I'm just doing my job. I'm going to get it done. You take your own spreadsheet. Now I don't work in the corporate world anymore.
Yeah,
I don't recommend handle it in that manner, folks, unless you want to join me here at the Bourbon Daily. But yeah.
Yeah, I got threatened with, if you guys don't send in your morning report every single day at 6 a.m., every single day, let me just clarify that, at 6 a.m., they're like, I hate to say this, but bonuses will start to be affected. Yeah, well, guess what? I decided to get married and move to Kentucky, so fuck you. You don't have to deal with that anymore. Fuck you and your bonuses. Not dealing with that at all.
No.
6 a.m. every day of the week. Fuck off. I do not get paid. I did not get paid enough for that.
No.
Fuck
off. Fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake. All right. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Rebecca.
Rebecca is here to drinker.
That's Northeast for Becca. Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca. It's true. I've been called that by more than one person, unfortunately for me.
Oh yeah, you got some family up in what, Jersey or something? So,
oh yeah, all over the fucking place. Yeah. All right, I have got some 1792, age 12 years. I'm not sure why I thought this was sweet wheat, but it is not. It is age 12 years.
Okay, that's solid. Solid may very well be enough. We'll see. All right. KK, you're next.
Okay. Since we're talking about beer makers and distillers, I'm pulling out Deer Hammer.
Okay.
Because we all know Lenny made beer before he made.
He did.
Wow.
Shots fired. All right.
I'm now reaching for a different one. I'm going to go by Yellowstone. Pretty well empty, and it has a terrible cork pop on it, but I don't care at this point. There you go. Slide on set. Ooh, yeah, no,
not much.
I got what I think is going to be a good one here. I'm saving it for the next show now, though. After that,
now that I know that, I've got two that I've got that are going to be good. So,
Neaters, you're last but not least. What do you got, man?
All right, since we're going to be talking about beer, I have a wood hat finished in a brew barrel, Imperial Stout barrel.
Okay. Oh. That was really good, but I do think that Kathy's was better. Do you agree with me, Becca?
I reluctantly, I think so. It was really good though,
solid.
And they were like edging right.
But I do think Kathy's was
Kathy's
better.
had like just a little bit more of like a gunshot sound to it.
Yeah.
Don't forget about the penalty.
Plus, she was on.
There was a little glass. I heard.
There was some glass.
He wants us to go into the review on this.
But she was on time.
Well,
and she didn't give an excuse that I'll be a little bit late and then show up late. Yeah. Just flat out late.
So there's penalties all around. I think Kathy gets it.
Lots of flags on the field. And in the end, Kathy wins. So there you go. Cheers. Gang.
Cheers.
All right. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to talk about why bourbon people have ruined craft beer. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. We're also sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop focuses exclusively on barrel picks. It's the job of owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot to seek out distilleries that are making the best whiskey in the world, taste through their barrels, and select the ones that are off-profile in the best way possible. They have high standards and refuse to allow anything into their store other than something they would be proud to have their name on. This leads to some really awkward conversations with distilleries that can't make it, but they do it for you, their customers. Learn more about what is going on at their St. Louis-based store by heading over to abvbarrelshop.com. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily with Colonel Steve.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about why we're ruining craft beer.
Yes, we are. So the theory is, again, this is beer people. So I go into some of these forums where it's just beer, and I act like I'm a beer person so I can get in and then see what they're talking about, even though I'm not. I'm like undercover boss or something. I'm going in stealth like. And then I see these threads where they're like, whiskey people have ruined craft beer, because their theory is that things were perfect. Craft beer was absolute perfection. Everything was going great. And then whiskey people had this thing where the secondary market was created and people were chasing all that. And then it got so out of control, people couldn't afford things or couldn't find things. So what do? They go to an adjacent liquor, beer, and then start chasing the beer stuff and buying up the things that the craft beer people liked. Were buying for very reasonable prices and drove the prices through the roof. And now we're seeing beers that cost $25, $50 for just a bottle of beer. And they say that's all because of the whiskey people. That's
because of the secondary market?
A combination of secondary market and then just obnoxious just buying of things. Just price doesn't matter. They're just buying it because they want it for the trophy value of things. And then that drove up the beer prices. And then, some of the collaborations with beer, like Bourbon County Stout, have brought the whiskey people in. And that's, so all in all, what has ruined craft beer is whiskey, is what they say. What do you guys think about that?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe take some fucking accountability for once, beer people.
Beer people.
It's not our fault.
It's not our fault.
Look, you know whose fault it is?
It's the whiskey
It's
people.
the whiskeys.
Whiskey people. Yeah. That's all the whiskey people.
Okay. Yeah. Know what? Sure. We'll take the blame since you clearly can't handle it.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Craft beer's been exploding for a while. It's getting bigger and bigger all the time. So stuff is going to get more and more popular because it's becoming a thing.
Right.
And so it's not.
And they act like they always want to act like they're above things, and because the craft beer, and I'm talking on the craft side, being away from the big heritage brands in whiskey and the big heritage brands in beer, that craft beer took off first, and they always act like they're so cool because that was a thing in beer before it was ever in whiskey. So they act like they're cool, and then they act like we don't know what we're doing on the whiskey side, and we screwed up things in whiskey, and now we can only be happy till we ruin things in beer for them. So.
I thought maybe we were taking all of their grains and stuff, and then maybe...
No, they just are mad at us.
Yeah.
It's always funny when I'm not sure if you guys have ever had this happen to you, but when you're just very much unbothered by most things around you, and have you ever had an arch nemesis that you didn't know you had?
Okay. Yeah.
And then you find out, and just through the grapevine, someone tells someone else, they tell someone else, and then someone's like, "Did you know that Billy thinks you're the fucking worst?" And you're like, "Who the fuck is Billy?"
Yeah.
Billy, and you're like, "No, who is that?" You met him through this, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And you just find out someone hates you when you don't even know who the fuck they are.
Well,
I don't even know.
That's the story of the ABV Barrel Shop right there.
That's true. Yeah,
everybody hates us.
Just people want to hate.
Just hate us
because they want to be angry at someone, I guess.
Right, because their business isn't going good.
Sorry that we're cooler.
Right.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Yeah.
He said anus.
Oh yes.
That's my contribution.
Meters, are you do any beer? You drink a little beer or not?
Yeah, I enjoy some stouts and
I feel like you've ruined
lagers.
You're not allowed to actually, because you have to either choose one or the other.
Yeah, choose one.
Right.
Yeah.
No. I can't pick one of these.
Yeah, he's ruined it.
No. Yeah.
I think ground zero is Evan Neters for this whole
thing. I started the problem.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, clearly this is all your fault.
Let's start the craft beer issue.
He is the only one.
He's the only one that's made this a problem.
Yeah.
You should go on the threads and tell him it's Evan Neters' fault.
Yeah. Is this on Reddit, Steve?
Yes. Reddit is one of the
Reddit.
Reddit. Well, there's happy people on Reddit, aren't there?
My God.
Yeah.
There's never been a happy person on Reddit.
I think that's part of the...
I scroll through Reddit sometimes and I'm like, oh, my life is not that bad.
Yeah, it makes you feel good about yourself.
It's true. It's true. So,
I'm very angry on Reddit. I would say, though, that it is not our fault. I think that there's just... it's just becoming a bigger thing and more people know about it. And so they want to blame someone, but they just need to blame themselves.
Right.
Because it's other beer people just like, yes, when there's some crossover, that is going to create people that drink more whiskey to buy some of your fucking beer. So sorry about that. But I think it's just because it's becoming more and more popular. And so it's being bought up, and that's just how things go. Unfortunately, that happens with like everything that becomes popular. Things get bought up, and then they try to sell them on a secondary market.
It's not like whiskey people are like, oh, I can't find my unicorns anymore. I better go start buying beer. It's people who are looking for allocated stuff.
So it's Steinkamp is really the problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's Nieder's and Steinkamp. It's those two guys.
Steinkamp is he is the problem. Because if he hears it's allocated, then he's just one of those people who's like, I gotta have it. You mean you're telling me I can't get it? I gotta have it then.
No, I have to have it no matter what.
Yeah. He's like, I'll play 1,000 nerd gigs to get the money to buy that, but I'm gonna get it. It doesn't matter. Yeah. That's just the way it is.
Gotta get the $200 Blantons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I saw someone post the other day. They found Blanton's that was like straight from the barrel.
Right.
Which I guess I always kind of thought it was. I just don't care about Blanton's enough to know anything about it.
Straight from the barrel is one of their products. It's not cut. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's usually like
it's presented at barrel strength. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Straight from the barrel.
So they had a barrel strength one, and it was for $899 at a liquor store.
No. Fuck's sake. No.
Wild. They're like, is it worth buying?
Then you go get craft beer instead.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Overpay for that. I was at Buffalo Trace the other day, and they had honey that was aged in a Blanton's barrel in the Blanton's warehouse age, and I bought it. Yeah, I bought it. And guess what? Bottle number 420 was in stock. I grabbed it. I thought someone's gonna go crazy for that. Yeah. I got it. It's at my house. Make me an offer.
Now, was it dumped on June 9th?
Yes.
Because then you'd have a real good one there.
It was dumped on June 9th.
9/4/20.
Yeah. There you go. So, that's a thing. So, I'm pretty proud of that. I'll have to post that on social media tomorrow. Very happy about that.
I bet Steinkamp gives you an offer.
Yeah. How long till Steinkamp makes me an offer? That's going to be the headache.
Will it be a little bit?
Yeah, we'll see.
Be a bit.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he does. All right.
An auction.
Yeah, maybe. I'll just get Steinkamp bidding against himself. I'll be like, another bidder just came in. He just keeps bidding it up.
Right.
No. Yeah. And then he always has this plausible deniability. He's like, I don't like that stuff at all. It's my brother Danny. He loves that. I get it for Danny. It's always his brother Danny. It is never Steinkamp himself. Matter of fact, he doesn't really like that stuff. It's always
he even have a brother Danny?
He does have a brother.
Have you ever looked that up? Have you searched that? Does he have a brother?
Let's do some research on this.
He probably doesn't. He's brought in a homeless guy that he claims is his brother, just so he can, verify the character. But
there was a guy there one night who kind of looked like him.
Yeah, that's his brother. Yeah, well, that's Danny. Yeah, it's like a bit of it's like a copy.
I mean, if you look at enough homeless people, one of them's going to look like
Steinkamp. Yeah, and that's the example of the one. So there you go. On that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Evan, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Well, you can find me showing up a bit late and on Facebook at Evan Eaters.
He was more than a bit late, folks. It was more than a bit.
No, you said it was a bit.
No, a bit was a 10 to 20. A little bit.
That's right. That's right.
It's more than a little bit.
I forgot the old definitions here, but we just defined.
We got definitions.
Difference.
He had a
huge difference.
Yeah, he claimed a little bit, but then he showed up a bit late. So
very rude.
That's very frustrating.
At least he showed up.
Yeah.
Wes
Harden. Yeah. I tell you what, his mother-in-law would probably have been fine if he didn't show up. Can you imagine hanging out with Wes, that old curmudgeon?
He doesn't even have a mother-in-law.
He probably doesn't. He's sitting at home in his underwear scratching himself, being like, oh, great night, I get a night off. Fuck that. Urban Daily.
I'm not showing up.
I got them. Mother-in-law. Yeah, right. Kathy, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
All right, Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue and at Neely Family Distillery. Hanging out.
All right. For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. It is online, abvbarrelshop.com. Give us a like on Facebook. We need some friends. Obviously, a lot of people hate us out there. It could help if you would like us. We would appreciate that. And also, check out YouTube channel. I'm releasing Bourbon Reminiscing, the show we shot about 5 years ago, and I watched it right before we came on here. I haven't seen it in like 5 years. I watched it. I was dying laughing. Mostly at the stuff I was saying, but everyone else.
I'm sure Amy did not find it funny at all.
No.
I'm sure Amy goes, "This is so stupid."
She of course, she doesn't do any social media. So, but she's heard some of these people on podcasts. So then I was watching on my laptop, and she would come running over because she'd want to see, well, who's this person? I was like, that's Susie. Oh, what's she look like? Oh, that's Susie. Okay. And then she was confused by other ones like Weebrink and Bronner, and wanted to see what they look like. And then she didn't recognize Jackie's voice, though she's met Jackie. She didn't recognize the voice. So she was very fascinated by what everybody looked like. So, there you go. And we were much younger then. You should see Royce there. He looks like a baby. 5 years ago with Royce.
Baby Royce.
Yeah, it was Baby Royce. Yeah.
Steve, where can we find you at?
I already said that, but anything else to say before we get out of here, Becca?
I couldn't remember where we were at there. You can
trying to wrap me up.
I was just trying to help out. I thought you didn't say it. I just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
ABV Network. The one thing I did forget to say, I was talking about the show. It's on Bourbon Sasquatch on YouTube. That's our channel name, Bourbon Sasquatch. So check that out. Bourbon Reminiscing is the name of it.
I knew
new episodes are out there. Yeah, there you go. All right, well, that's it for today's show. For tomorrow, we'll have a brand new show, and I'm looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some of the great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro is owned and operated by Russell Creed, who makes stills for the hobby distiller. He offers a one-stop shop for everything the at-home distiller needs. Whether it's a small, experimental stovetop still or something bigger you run outside, he has the still or parts you would have difficulty fabricating yourself if you were trying to build a DIY still project. Additionally, he has resources to assist in creating unique distilled spirits, including heirloom grains, barrels for aging, and recipes. Check out Russell's company online at moonshinestillpro.com. Finally, I have a question for you. Have you ever boxed a bear? Of course not. That'd be silly. Bears really don't follow the rules, so shots in the back of the head, punches to the nuts, and scrums after the bell would be the norm. A better idea would be to enjoy Boxing Bear Whiskey, a brand crafted by Nobleton's Distilling House in Union, Missouri, and sold exclusively at the ABV Barrel Shop in suburban St. Louis. This is a popular offering that sells out quickly, but when you're in town, stop by the ABV Barrel Shop and see if they have it in stock. Better yet, sign up for their email and text distribution over at abvbarrelshop.com, and you'll know exactly when it is in stock. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening, and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.